Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to coLcast presents the Sound Blaster Heroes League qualifier number 3. I'm your cast ghost Beef, and joining me once more is Porch from Dover on Damp. Porchy buddy, what is up?
Porchy buddy. Nothing much today, I'm telling you. It's a good day. It's a good day for Porchy buddy.
It is a good day for Porchy buddy.
I'm excited for the match actually. Oo7, one of my favorite teams, got I know some guys on there. They're good players, and C1K. I've heard a lot about them, but I haven't seen them play much, to be honest.
I'm gonna be real honest. I just realized I put up the wrong logo. I thought we were casting Pudge for a second. So
Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and fix that and talk about why you love 007.
well, I mean, they're spies, so you got James Bond, you got like Pierce Brosnan, um, you know, what's his name? The old guy, Sean Connery. I like to think of Sean Connery in present 23 to look kind of like the same person.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean,
So you're saying
because
that if Daniel Craig retired, you'd want
yes,
present 23 to be the next Bond?
for sure. For
Okay.
sure. I mean, he's got the physique, he's got the attitude. You watch him in game and he's just powerful, a powerful,
Seductive?
seductive player. I mean,
Yeah.
that's everything you want out of a Bond agent. You want him to get you into bed and to win the game. And
Except in this case, the game would be the game of nations and spying.
exactly.
Yes.
And
He's going to carry you to victory.
obviously,
All right.
because Han is completely parallel to that. It's like
Yeah,
equivocal.
exactly. Now, Colin
No,
Karma on the other side, they've been kind of hovering around in that mid 20s range. They haven't really done a whole lot thus far in Han Tour. And I mean, I'm actually looking at their stats right now. They are, in fact, number 12. So, how about that? I'm completely full of it. They are number 12 right now in Han Tour, actually finding themselves only one spot out of qualifying for that top 8 and the chance to go, or excuse me, the 3rd through 11th, the 8-man tournament, trying to go into the Han Tour finals.
yeah, like I said, they've been a good team. I think they qualified. I'm just checking up. They qualified first gold event into Diamond, and they've been in since. Yeah, only
Wow.
losing to big teams like Lions, TTES,
I just have
Fatu
not
30.
cast any of their games. I literally, as I saw their
You
logo today,
snubbing them,
I was like, I have never cast Call It Karma. I cast them my first day casting with For Complexity, and I have not cast them since.
man.
And it sucks because I'm a really big fan of the Jellyfish, Carlsberg, Alme, and Banana for the win. Excel, I don't know who that is. I if that's one of their players, then well, I'm sorry, but I'm not quite sure who you are. But Porch, you ready to get this game started?
I'm ready to start.
All right, as
We
usual,
got one chance.
one chance. We're gonna go on 2. Right? Ready?
This is different. All right.
This is difficult.
This is different and
All right.
difficult every
All
time.
right. 4, 3, 2. We're at 59, 58, 57, 56,
I'm good.
and this is all pick.
Oh, this must be. They must have had a remake
Yeah,
during the.
they must have had to remake.
So
Actually,
everyone imagine I said a bunch of really important, insightful things about the fact that it looks like Legion has a stronger team. um, yeah, looking at this, I really would be interested in the draft, but just having the combination of Jersey and Tempest early can really enable you get a lot of really big ultimates
yeah.
and Plague Rider all going around. It's going to be difficult for Hellborn to deal with, but I'm guessing with Tundra, who can get through that anyways, and Monkey King, who's physical, they might be able to
Yeah, we'll
create a
see.
lot of chaos.
We'll see a lot of potential chaos for sure. And I want to reiterate for people that didn't exactly state this. This is a replay. These games happened about an hour and a half ago. So by no means old, but yeah, this did happen a little bit earlier today. I was actually casting the Dutch StarCraft League qualifiers today, so did a 6-hour long cast with them. So I've been busy, and that's where I was today. Of course, I'll be back with you guys full time starting on Saturday. of this week, and we are going to be doing another Sound Blaster giveaway today for your shot to win. Porch, did you try to win yesterday?
I will admit I tried to win, and I might have had to create a Twitter account as you were talking about it, and it made me a little slow on the uptake.
There you go. Well,
It's not very intuitive Twitter. I don't know if I'm a fan of it.
now that you have a Twitter, you can follow me actually.
Well, it's Dober on Damp Twitter because I don't think anybody wants to follow just me. So it's just a
I don't know,
team
man. You got a
Twitter.
lot of fans. I actually got like a message on the forums today. It was like a glowing message for like 2 minutes that I should not
Glowing?
stop casting with you.
Oh my gosh, I'm glowing.
There
Like
you go, man.
my
So-
cheekies are all red.
It's like you're pregnant.
I hope not. It like Danny DeVito, or no, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger and him and Danny DeVito. What was that movie? Junior? Twins?
I have no
It
clue
was
what
a
you're talking
it
about.
was a good '80s movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger getting pregnant by injection, and I mean that in every way possible.
All right. Pretty standard Porch comment. Pretty standard. All right, let's take a look at this game then. So 007, they're going to be running Tundra, being played by Bond himself up there. Mr. President 23, Rookie, is going to be holding down the middle lane on Monkey King. We got Aluna being played by Jackal, along with Dirty Mobs playing the Empath. They're going to be supporting Diglett, the Pokemon Master himself down here, in the offensive tri-lane. So how about that?
Yeah, I like that a lot. Diglett's a great player. If anyone hasn't had a chance to check out his stream, he plays good music, plays good. Like I'd watch it if I had the chance. But I think they definitely are coming in here with the stronger tri-lane. The Suicide Jera is what's really surprising for me on the Legion side in Plague support.
Yeah, I mean, that Plague is just very, very interesting here, being played by Carlsbergs. Not exactly what you normally see. Instead, going to be running the Suicide Jera. And interesting, I mean, I suppose you do want the Plague Rider for the deniability against this pseudo Trilane. That really does kind of screw it over. And then as long as they've got their Tempest in the jungle that's not being ganked, they're going to be able... like, if the two supports move off to try to gank the Tempest, then the Silhouette's going to have a decent time against Forsaken Archer. But if they stay in lane, they're going to fall behind unless they're getting kills, and they shouldn't get kills because of the Tempest or the Plague Rider pullback.
That's a missed opportunity on that wall, sadly. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. They can do a lot to roam, but I think they have to either be really aggressive in this tri-lane, get a pick off early, or, like, really just be kind of out of the open, like in the fog. Fog is your friend. They just sit, you know, they have to sit outside and find Tempest, screw with Tempest, screw with middle. Don't really show themselves, so that bottom has to play safe, jungle has to play safe, middle has to play safe, because they all would be in trouble technically.
Yeah, they all could be in trouble for sure. And so overall, I mean, the team fight potential on this Legion team definitely there. There's a ton of gank potentials. We already see Monkey King using that Heavenly Vault in the middle lane. Pebble says, no, not having any of it, and just chucks the creep back at him, says, I don't want this, it smells. And throws it at Monkey King's face, but Monkey King won't go up top and just bottle up a regen with his invisible bottle.
With his invisible model.
Exactly what happened.
Yeah, getting it right after that
sucks.
invis.
That's always irritating right there when that happens.
Yeah, as a middle player, I mean, it happens. You get over it. Like
You're not a middle player.
I know, but I like
Empath gonna be going down right there. Banana for the win, gets the last hit on Tempest. So looked like Tempest just came in, did a good job with those Glacial Blasts. Silhouette and Carlsbergs on the Plague Rider able to get lend a helping hand. And, well, offensive tri-lane not working out so well to begin with. Aluna was off doing a little bit of roaming.
Yeah, I feel like they have the right idea, but the strategy might not be there on the Hellborn side. It's like they look kind of a little confused on what they want to do. They're kind of sitting in the jungle, walking back and forth, not really actively doing anything. and Legion's taking advantage of that by just moving on him and capitalizing on out of position. And really, it's also a good ward by call it Karma, right at the ward spot there, so they can't really roam between bottom and mid without being seen first as well. If you see both teams actually put the same ward.
Yep, very good ward right there. And, well, now it's going to be interesting to see how oo7 actually responds to kind of losing that bottom lane. I mean,
Ooh, in top lane.
oh, top lane, big dive going on to Jerezai, trying to turn it around onto Tundra. And in the end, Jerezai will actually survive, and both players from the Hellborn team pretty far low into the red. And Tundra needs to be very careful. If he actually mans up on one of these creeps, he could take a inner light to the face and die.
Take that inner light to the face.
Always
That shower of goldenness.
All right.
Is that not correct? Like it's a gold spell?
It is gold, yeah.
All right.
I would more
Just
say that he's bathed in gold.
showered, bathed, you know, tomato, tomato. Some like it, some don't.
I like potatoes.
But yeah, the lanes are turning out pretty even. You see Hellborn shifting
Oh,
because
Jerezai in some serious trouble. He goes down up there. James Bond utilizing his license to kill. Drops the avalanche right there.
man, they're killing me in this game. Just aggression every time I start to talk.
Well,
It's
you haven't talked very much.
it's
so
inevitable.
There's only
Like,
been 2
I'm gonna-
kills.
All right. But anyways, they're doing a good thing where I would prefer actually Empath to go mid with Monkey King, because Empath has a lot more lane presence in the mid where there's a lot of corners and edges to block with.
Speaking of
As
empath,
he's going down bottom, they're actually switching lanes completely.
well,
FA on
hold
top.
on a second.
Ooh, big TP.
Nice job there from Dirty Jobs. A really good wall coming out. And then able to just TP on out immediately afterwards. So very, very well done.
Yeah, it looks like they're switching lanes completely. Tundra's gonna heal up after he kills them in the jungle here, probably go bottom to take up that suicide role, get FA the farm top because their tri-lane failed. Like this is the smartest thing for them to do right now, since they really lost that tri-lane. Is to just duel up mid, duel up bottom, or suicide even, and get some good movement, some pickoffs and stacks up for FA.
So you're saying they gotta run the train a little bit.
They gotta get that school bus running.
Well, but this isn't Pencils. Speaking of which, Pencils will be the second semifinal that we have. Pencils playing against Pudge, another awesome series.
I just had to bring it up because I am sort of defeated in the fact that I missed that. Like I wrote bus. I don't know how anyone could write bus faster than me. It's 3 letters. I did it and I lost.
Yeah.
For your little sound blaster.
Well, I mean, I just gotta give a shout out to Afro Yarl. Like, he did it really fast. I also got some really entertaining ones. Like, somebody wrote 1992 Toyota Camry. I don't even know. Like, some people wrote some interesting
I don't
ones.
know what he drives. Let me guess something really
Oh,
up.
Monkey King in some trouble. He gets the last hit right there. And Excel. Well, I'm going to have to learn his name.
Yeah, get on it. I don't have to worry about these things because, well,
Oh.
there's names.
You know what you do have to worry about?
Pauses. Oh my gosh.
Are you joking me right now,
No,
Porch?
and person dies right as it paused.
I'm at 751. Porch, we need
So
to
am I.
take care of this. I'm writing this on my to-do list
took it in
right
for
now.
you. All right. I'm
To-do
at
list.
751.
Teach Porch pauses. There we go. 751. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. And so Thunder did go down there. A little bit unfortunate being caught out, Mr. Bond.
Yeah, did you catch that? Because I missed it.
I did. He was just pushed up really far, and there happened to be 3 players there just kind of waiting to kill him. It was just more of a being out of position rather than a capitalization from the Hellborn or anything. So it was just kind of odd overall.
Yeah,
Not
no.
really quite sure.
He's making my Bond recommendation look bad. What's
Yeah.
going on, Present?
Yeah, he's kind of looking like some of the worst spawns. As there's a piercing shard's
You
going to
look
be going
like
out.
a
No goodies for
Ooh.
you.
Nice
good
shot
deny.
right there.
And
As,
actually pop.
yeah, top lane. Jackal trying to get the dodge on, and well, there's the chuck. Wow, that was a big inner light. He was in a waterfall of gold that time. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, the chuck went up, and she just disintegrated when she was 50 feet into the air from all that holy energy.
Yeah, it's a pretty mean combo. Like the Pebbles Chuck plus that inner light.
Oh, they're going to go on to Tempest, but the wrong target being charged right there, and does not have enough mana for the Avalanche now. Tundra could be in some trouble once again. A few more auto attacks will finish him off, as in the top line, Excel got the kill onto Diglett, and now Empath going to turn around. He's going to actually sacrifice his life, so Dirty Mob's having to give it up there for Mr. Bond. But oo7 is falling apart right now.
Man, Legion side is just playing this so perfectly, so well. Ooh, nice snipe.
Good power throw, yeah. You still got to teach me how to play Luna. As Monkey King's not out of this yet. He's going to go down. Banana for the win, gets the serial killer streak. Not bad.
Oh, this is action packed. This is exciting. Exciting gaming.
This is exciting. It's 9 minutes. We got 10 hero kills. Other way around. 10 hero kills at 9. No. Still wrong.
9 kills at 10 minutes?
There you go.
Alright. Helping you do the math.
There you go. So, like, if Present was a Bond, like, which Bond would he be? You said Sean Connery. And so far
It's starting to look like Roger Craig, or what's his name?
Roger, oh man. The one that was awful.
Yes.
I feel bad for Present, but I can't remember his name right now.
I don't know if he actually is going to watch this, but if he does, I might get some whispers.
He already messaged me, and he was like, "Hey Beef, when are you casting?"
Oh, well then that's going to be some whispers. Oh, and look at this.
Forsaken Archer goes down again.
This is just so dirty.
Diglett
Like,
is 0 and 2. I mean, he's in the ground all the time.
yeah,
digging
I mean,
around.
they even took, it's not like true damage anymore. It's still magic damage, but
It's
he's
pretty
just
good.
explodes.
Man, what is that guy's name? The one that was
It's
really bad.
maybe something Roger, or Roger Craig. There's a Roger in it, I know
It's
it.
not Roger Craig.
Okay, well, Daniel Craig and Roger whoever had a baby. It would be
I
bad.
gotta look it up.
Look
gotta
it up
look it up.
while I'm watching this game.
How about you look it up while I'm casting the game? Actually,
Alright.
there you go, Porch. I give you leave for the next minute or so to look this up.
Roger Moore!
Roger Moore. There it
I'm
is.
so good at this.
Was he the one from Moonraker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one with brown hair and he looks kind of doofy.
The best
I'm gonna
of
get-
Bonds.
I might get angry emails after this one, just hating on Bond heroes.
Oh, it's
Someone's
terrible.
gonna send ones like that's my dad.
Well,
And I'm
actually,
like, God,
I actually had a conversation about this with myself while I was streaming once. That the Moonraker, I think, is a good movie.
I haven't seen it because I know Roger Moore's in it.
Yeah, well,
That's just
that's pretty
pure,
prejudicial.
pure
All right,
bias.
let's talk a little bit about this game. 12 minutes in, Call It Karma up 5,000 gold, 6,000 experience. Pebbles farming real well, 300 gold per minute. He's about 1,300 away from actually picking up that portal key. Jeraziah finished up his steam boots. He's got that Mystic Vestments as well. He's looking real good. Plague Rider even as the support farming well. Tempest, actually the top in the game at 318 gold per minute. He's got the mana ring, full steam boots, even half of a ring of the teacher right there. And working his way toward a portal key. I mean, what does oo7 need to do right now?
The hardest part is they gotta win some team fights and overcome the fact that they tri-laned and it lost, and their support are really underleveled. I mean, look at the levels. We got level 3 on a Luna, level 6 on Empath, which is really good considering she can jump in.
Monkey King's going to be in some trouble right here. There's the tree grapple going to be going out. Monkey King takes just everything. Inner Light with the Chuck and the Glacial Blast was there. And Oh, man. Rookie had overextended really, really far right there, trying to get the kill onto Pebbles. Tundra was in shape with looking like he wanted to get the avalanche. Canceled it, though, and Monkey King missed his spells trying to close the distance and ended up just getting killed right there.
Yeah, so to answer your question, it's not like that. They don't want to give away those free kills, and this Pebble is going to have like a 14-minute PK here, which is just going to be really hard to overcome. Playing from behind when there's a hero like Pebbles or Fade with PKs, it's just it's depressing. Like when you're on the other side, you just want to like, you know, just end it all right there. Like, let me die.
This just got serious.
I'm a serious guy.
Yeah,
You know, I like to take everything very seriously.
Shut up, Porch. Don't lie to the good viewers out there. And,
Tundra getting gone on here.
Yeah, Monkey King.
I don't think he can get out.
Ooh, nice stalagmites there at the very end. Chuck up in the air, and down he comes. Present takes his second death. That's only his second? Oh, maybe,
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job at escaping death for the most part.
Yeah,
So that's pretty bond of him. But
well, I keep trying. I like keep wanting to make Bond puns. I was like, oh, he's gonna live to die another day, something like that.
oh my gosh,
I don't know. It's like one could say that he's got an eye for gold.
I think this is just the day of spy movies. You were talking about Dutch people, and I want to talk about how evil they were because of all those Austin Powers movies I watched when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
I just learned that Dutch people are inherently evil.
Wow. It's pretty racist.
That's what happened to Dr. Evil. Don't you know the story? Like, growing up with Dutch family, they make him evil.
All right, Porch. You're done. You're kicked off. You're banned. No.
So I'm gonna get Dutch hate email.
You're gonna get email from like every minority group in the world and majority group.
All in a day's work.
Oh man, Porch. So Pebbles does finish up that portal key, level 11 here, 16 minutes into the game, and I mean things could not be much worse for the Hellborn team. I mean that's exactly what you don't want to have happen. Is a Pebbles with this kind of items and level 11, but like 15 minutes, 16 minutes into the game, he's gonna be able to go and he can kill every single person on the other team.
Yeah, and I mean, Hellborn team knows that. Look at their wards. Look how defensive they are. There's a bit of an overlap on the two at the top side of the river where they kind of show the same. I'd prefer, I guess, one more in a lane ward to protect their jungle a little more.
Yeah,
but
they were only 5 seconds apart, so I assume that both supports placed it at the exact same time, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Which is really unfortunate when that happens. That's a facepalm moment for all support players.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I totally thought you were, and no, you both were wrong.
Yeah. Who's your co-support? As the bottom tower is going to be going down here momentarily. Who's your secondary support player?
Little Assassin.
Little Assassin. That's right. I remember.
He is co-supporting.
Yeah. Who is your other player before Little Assassin?
Gets carried.
There you go. Gets carried.
He's our shrunken head monarch, our token item thrower. But yeah, he has some work schedule issues, so we ended up moving things around. Little Assassin has been our new starting addition.
Have you gotten in contact with any of those hitmen or anything in Europe to try to take out TDM on Saturday?
Man, nobody contacted me on that. I was really upset. I feel like, they don't want us to win. So,
I don't want
we're just going to go in there with the Dark Horse attitude.
There you go.
We got to prove everyone wrong. Got the Tom Brady chip on our shoulder.
That's what 007's going to try to do right now. They know they're super far behind, so they're just trying to push out some of these lanes and show what they got. Because 007, I mean, gold cycle number 2 champions. They've done very well in getting into the semifinals. But they're going up against Call Karma, who's, as we found out, a staple of the diamond scene. They've been just kind of chilling there. Overall ranked number 12 right now. And showing that even though they don't appear on coLcast too often, they definitely belong here.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta cast these guys more often.
I know,
I
right?
like... Oh, and some action mid.
Tundra could be in some trouble. Needs to hit that illusion rune. Not going to be able to. There's the combo with the inner light and everything. And he dies. Like, he just gets chucked in the air. And
this Pebble is just playing lights out, leading in damage by, 10% over the next, which happens to be our superhero present at 14%, but it's just not enough.
Well, I would say that for Pebbles, the world is not enough.
Yeah. We got to get some Casino Royale, and I've lost it.
Your puns are just not on right now.
I've lost it. It's gone. Need to bring up Bond films and put it next to me.
There you go. A good buddy of mine got the entire Bond collection on Blu-ray for Christmas, and he's been trying to watch those. Poor guy.
The new Bond is really good. I enjoy
Skyfall?
Daniel Craig.
That's good.
I'm a Craigers. Daniel Craigers.
All right, so with all of these towers, I feel like we have not talked about this game very much. With all these towers now down for the Legion team, I mean, oo7, they've lost a ton of map control. And they are already warding very, very defensively. They're going to be trying to protect their farm. They're going to try to maybe catch the other team.
Ooh, some pick on Pebbles.
Yeah,
maybe no.
Tempest follow. No, Tempest is coming in right there. Doesn't have enough mana for the Elemental Void. It's not going to matter though. Excel uses the haste that he has. It bottles on up, uses the portal team, will be able to get on out of there. So might even be looking for somebody to kill. Would easily be able to pick off the level 5 Aluna being played by Jackal. 20 minutes in. Ouch.
Yeah, that's rough when you're that guy. I've been that guy where you're like, hey, don't kill me. I'm Phoebe. And you just kind of have to use wards well, play around the map, and I feel he should be sitting with this team a little bit more when they're farming to get some levels up. But other than that, he's doing a good job not dying right now. Which is pretty much all you can ask for when you're his teammate.
Yeah, definitely. And
but I feel like, Legion team has been playing like half full. I don't think I've seen Tempest all game, and they're still in a commanding lead right now.
That's something that I've been mentioning lately, is I just don't see Tempest ults. Like, in some of these more passive games, which this is developing into a more passive game, Tempest just never ults. Like, I'm fine with seeing a one-person ult, even like a 1.5-person ult. Like,
yeah. The funny thing is, actually, he hasn't needed to ult. Like, all the situations where I'm like, hey, this might be a good ult, they have the burst potential, and they're just dropping players with the Jeremiah, the Pebbles combo, the Plague busting out damage silhouette. I mean, they've just been able to position themselves well, isolate, and get some great kills, and they're keeping their advantage the whole game. Their wards are aggressive, their plays aggressive, they're conging right now, which is, I mean, it's just taking advantage of everything they have. Call of Karma is just really playing really well this game.
They are indeed. The Hellborn team might have some inclination that this is going on. Their ward near the Kongor pit did expire, and as the oo7 crew tries to come over here, well, Call of Karma might actually go for a counter initiation. Kongor will go down right here. Tundra blinks on in. There's a Storm Spirit onto Tundra. Tree Grapple comes out, getting him stunned. Combo back out onto Empath in the top over there. Monkey King's gonna try to get onto her. Silhouette actually gonna go down right there. No, does not go down. There's the Elemental Void, and Empath actually takes the fall. There's the Glacial Blast onto Monkey King as well. He's trying to use his elusive dash to get out of there, but no, he cannot get out. And Aluna and Forsaken Archer trying to run away. Aluna needs to be very, very careful. They're hunting Aluna.
Yeah, This is just really a shame. I feel in the best of three we could be looking at some really good games because these two teams are great teams. They're on, pretty much the same level. I think it just really stemmed from losing that tri-lane. Like tri-lanes are so strong, but if you lose it, you're losing a lot. I mean, the support, went down and their other lanes suffered, and the jungler was able to get just a commanding lead in this game. And that's really the story of what happened. They lost it in those first couple minutes when they weren't able to really coordinate some moves that they needed.
Yeah, they definitely did.
It's looking really rough right now.
That's the risk of the tri-lanes, You lose it early, and it's hard to come back because your supports get very, very underleveled, which you're seeing is, 24 minutes in, you're still level 5 Aluna. And without the assistance from these supports, an underfarmed Monkey King sitting at 265 gold per minute, underfarmed Tundra sitting at 230, and even this Forsaken Archer, you could definitely call her underfarmed. Her only item right now is her Shrunken Head, which all that's going to allow her to do is sit there and activate her ult in the middle of those team fights and hopefully get out without dying. Her damage right now is 112. It's just not anywhere near cutting it.
Yeah, and Empath has been jumping in her every fight, which gives her that little bit more, but, I mean, even with that still, she's only doing 5% of all hero damage. That's less than the level 5, or now level 6 Luna. And that's just really not what you want to see coming out from your carry player, especially in a game, like this.
Yeah, in a very important game. I mean, this is qualifier number 3, and we're getting close to being halfway done with these qualifiers. And we've still got some major teams that want to qualify that are playing in this. Domain of Pain, QSQ, Pencils, Pudge, Karma, oo7, FYKU, DOND, like IPEL. I mean, there's still a lot of teams that want to qualify into these last 5 qualifier spots, and well, they need to step up. One of these 2 teams here is going to be going into the grand final tomorrow, play in the best of 3 series against the winner of the Pencils versus Pudge match that's going on. So they want to be able to qualify for that final event. Of course, they want to be able to make it into the grand finals and guarantee themselves some prizes.
Yeah, and of course they all want to be there, but of course, like you said, the end goal is get that invite. Which there is a lot of good teams that are right on that sort of brink of being that top 5 or so, and it's gonna get really tough in these next couple weeks. All the teams are gonna start signing up, including DOND to really compete for this. So I'm happy, looking forward to some games we can have.
There you go. I'm looking forward to it as well, although I'm going to be mad because you're not going to be casting with me.
I will still cast with you whenever I can.
There you go. Appreciate it, Porchy buddy. You don't like that nickname, do you?
Well, there is a guy who used to play who called me Porchy Poo, and Porchy Buddy is just so close to that every time I hear it, I cringe a little. It's just it's uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable indeed. Now, the Hellborn team actually getting their front door pounded on here. The police are trying to break it down. And, well, we'll see if they're actually able to defend this or not. Looks like the Legion team content to slow push for now. Just waiting for somebody to get out of position.
Yeah, they're doing their best because they know they can't really take a fight. The best thing they can do is stall them and hope they, leave because they have the token. They have really the levels. They have everything right now. So it's going to be... Hellborn needs to capitalize on Legion messing up here. This is pretty much. Or they got to make a really big play.
Yeah, they certainly do. And, well, they're doing a good job of actually forcing the creeps back. They do have a lot of anti-push with the Forsaken Archer, the Empath, the Aluna, the Tundra. Lots and lots of anti-push there. But are they going to be able to prevent this? And who's really getting the better end of this right now as the Hellborn team sieges up?
Well, I think looking at the Golden Experience, it's sort of just creep in the way of Legion. But
oh, well, there's a truck back.
Ooh.
That was very scary.
Yeah, I think it's just creeping the way of Legion just because Tower's getting some of the hits, but it's really usually even when you do this. The only thing you have to worry about is when your outside lanes are getting pushed on,
Hmm.
but that's not the deal right now. It's actually all Legion right now. They have a big top lane and gonna have a big bottom lane pushing in. So I'd
Yeah.
say Legion can wait this out, and they got about a minute on the token. I'd like to see them initiate here soon, kind of force a fight with the token. There it goes.
Oh, and there it is right there. There's the initiation. The combo onto the Monkey King. He hits the Shrunken Head, trying to man up onto Pebbles, but no, Silhouette's actually going to try to get the last hit. Not quite able to. She's going to take a lot of damage in the end, though. Nobody falling just yet. Empath hops into Forsaken Archer. And there's the pin going out. Token of Life going to bring Silhouette back up right here. But Legion team prepped. Well, don't want to overextend right here, Hellborn. Tower taking a lot of pressure. Piercing Shard's going to go out. And it looks like they're just going to reset it a bit for now. But the tower took a lot of damage during that.
Yeah, and like I said, they played it with a good safe route. He initiated, right about the time I was saying they should, and just really well played by Hellborn. Playing that back passive, taking the pick on the token, not overextending the fight into mid.
Yeah.
Ooh, is
Oh,
that
man.
caught?
Yeah, she's going to have to hit the Shrunken Head, and indeed she does. Even turning around right there to poke him back, saying, I don't think I wanted to pop that. No, you did not want to pop that. Not having that available for the fight is going to be bad news. Pin goes out, catching Plague Rider, but the tower goes down. Now the Rack's going to start to take some pressure. The wall even going to be used there to apply some additional damage. And the Silhouette going to be trying to put some auto attacks into the melee barracks. There was a portal key up right there onto Tundra. Tundra goes down. And there's Monkey King going to be flipping in with the Heavenly Vault. Jerizai taking some pressure. Elemental Void with the Plague Rider ultimate. Avalanche buyback. Though they're on Tundra, and Monkey King still flipping around. There's the ultimate from Forsaken Archer. And Jerizai going to be able to save them for now. No, Tempest is going to fall. Portal key actually being used right there by Tundra. I don't even know what's going on as Monkey King does eventually fall. And Forsaken Archer trying to run down Pebbles. Gonna get turned around upon. There's the Stalagmites missing, actually. So it's gonna take a lot of pressure. One more hit will finish her off. No, uses the portal key and the inner light right there. She will survive. So when it's all said and done, the Rax lives. Buyback on Tundra. Empath and Monkey King both go down in exchange for some cooldowns and the Tempest being dead.
Yeah, again, Hellborn just really playing to stay in right now, and they did a good job defending. The buyback was completely necessary. I'm not sure if they saw him walk around the corner and he just got a good pick, because I'm pretty sure they didn't have a ward down there. Or if the creeps even pushed up a little and they could see him from the back, that might have happened. But that initiation there was superb. Like, Hellborn were in a really bad spot from the start of the fight, and I'm glad they were able to turn it around, because it looked pretty grim.
Looked pretty grim indeed, but they were able to. Using that avalanche to interrupt the Tempest ultimate. I'm really surprised that like 6 people didn't die inside of that Tempest ultimate with the Plague Rider ult there as well.
Yeah, that combo. Yeah, it was really well played by Legion, and Hellborn just did everything they could to stop it, and they came out, just barely stopping it pretty much. Not the best exchange, but they're still in the game, living to fight another day. Yes?
To die
Got
another
it.
day?
Dang it! Close.
Wow. It's not a good day for you, man.
And I don't know what's going on. School drains my brain.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true. And the Hellborn team right now, I mean, they really have to feel like the sky is falling down on them. Just not working out for them right now.
Yeah, and now's the time they're doing it. They're trying to get some wards up, trying to reclaim some of the map that Legion's been sitting on, so they can, really try to count on that FA in late game. But I mean, the reason we haven't been seeing FA lately is a lot because there's just a lot more carries that are, harder carries and more consistent in their play. Like, I feel like her skills are. I mean, it's not that it's hard to land volley or her ultimate or anything like that. It's just it's easier to land a silhouette grapple and like get that PK and just do a lot of damage really quickly than FA, who has to really be in the back, has to get that BKB and has to kind of be worried for the first part of the game unless you start off really well.
Yeah, exactly. And now with an eye here on Pebbles, going to be just pressing up the middle lane once again, looking to knock the living daylights out of the melee barracks.
Yeah, plague armor and everything. I mean, Pebbles and he's got what, demonic breastplate? He's 25 armor, 60% physical reduction.
Pretty good amount. It's not 25 armor, 15.
Now it's up to 28, and he doesn't even have plague armor on.
Oh, okay. With the demonic, he's at 25 armor. Sorry, as Monkey King is going in right there, not going to be able to get in there all the way. Well,
so at least they counter-warded this time. President's moving up the high road there and hoping to get a good initiation for them. Because when FA did it earlier, they almost killed FA. Should have popped that BKB.
she did indeed. The Shrunken Head had to be used. Empath literally sold everything she has for a Storm Spirit.
Storm Spirit and Empath is really strong. I mean, can't kill the hero he's a tie.
X going down. There's the initiation right there. And Forsaken Archer taking a lot of pressure. There's the Elements of Wood catching two players. Plague Ultimate going to be going in as well. And both of them go down. Monkey King and Forsaken Archer take the fall. Aluna falls as well. Buyback on Forsaken Archer. She's going to try to come back in right here. Empath hops on inside her. She's going to put on some pressure. There's the Shrunken Head. In comes the Avalanche onto Silhouette. But no, not going to matter. And the GG Well-Playeds come out. Hellborn team gives it up. And wow, Call of Karma going to be moving on to the grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah, really well played by them. They definitely deserved that game. And it's too bad for oo7. Like I said before the game, they were my hope to win, but not able to pull it out. And again, in a best of 3 series, this could have looked way different, but one game and Call of Karma had it today.
That's it. They would have been in the grand finals, guaranteeing themselves at least some prizes. Of course, second place taking home 5 headsets courtesy of Sound Blaster, and first place taking home not only the invite to the $40,000 playoffs of the Sound Blaster Heroes League, but of course going to be taking home 5 of those Sound Blaster Z Series sound cards as well. And speaking of headsets, we're going to be doing a giveaway of a headset after the next cast. But of course, before then, we've got to take care of that next cast. It's going to be Pencils versus Pudge coming up next. And, well, I think that you have got to take off.
Yes, I will sadly be departing. Hopefully you get someone to fill my big shoes. They're like size 9. They're not very big. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I'll be around later, and hopefully we'll do some casts in the future.
Well, Porch, as usual, any shout-outs that you want to make? I love having you here, but I'll let you go when I need to.
I just shout out to everyone. Everyone who's watching, you got to shout out. Like, your name specifically. Insert it right here, and you can play it for your family and stuff. It'll be, like, really good.
There you go. So, Porch gives a shout-out to Bob. Just like... Okay.
Exactly.
There you go. You know what it's all about. So, guys, that's going to do it for game number 1. We'll be right back in a few minutes with game number 2 of the semifinals. Of course, Pudge, Tendy's Jungle Divos taking on Pencils. Pablo McDad versus Mega Beaver. Who is going to take it? I don't know. But we're going to find out here in a minute. Porch, adios. We'll catch you next time. And I'm going to go find a new co-caster.
All right. Have a good one.